Welcome back to Albie's Backyard Texas Barbecue. I'm gonna go ahead and prep these boneless country style ribs that you see right here. I got this idea from Smoky Joe Pit Barbecue. I recently watched one of his videos where he smoked a few of these on his pellet smoker. I'm gonna go ahead and do my twist of it, but I'm excited to try these little ribs. I mean, very small package as you can see, but I want to see how these come out. I've had these ribs in the crock pot before, but I've never had them before on a pellet smoker. So I'm really excited to see how this tunes out. So just like any other type of rib, I'm gonna go ahead and start with some Worcestershire. I'm gonna rub it in. This is gonna be my seasoning hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some of this restaurant style black pepper. To be honest, it looks just like 16 mesh black pepper, but I'm gonna go ahead and try this out for this cook this time around. I'm just gonna generally go around it. I know what some of you guys are thinking. I'm missing the sides because I have them all together. I'm gonna go ahead and incorporate the sides here shortly and rub the round around the cutting board. See if we can fill everything evenly. This really resembles 16 mesh black pepper. I've had this rib rub before on other occasions where I make ribs, and it's really tasty. So as you guys can see, they're all evenly coated. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer them to a tray with a wire rack. We're gonna put them in the fridge, and we'll be cooking these tomorrow. So here we have our Recteq 410. I went ahead and placed the country style ribs inside the pit. It's preheated at 225. I have the door open so the temperature is kind of decreasing, but I'm gonna go ahead and shut this door and hope that it gets the temperature. So here we have our Recteq 410 running at 225. I'm gonna check the internal of these ribs. We have a 157. Throwing them at 155. So I went ahead and added extra ribs because I have more guests coming tonight. $160, $170. It's about that time to put them in the brining liquid. So some of these ribs were fluctuating in temperature. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I'm gonna do next. This is gonna be the braising part. So I'm gonna go ahead and incorporate this simple syrup. There's plenty of recipes on YouTube on how to do a simple syrup. I'm gonna go ahead and incorporate 8 ounces of barbecue sauce into the simple syrup. The key here is just to thin it out. As you guys can see, I'm pouring in some of this hickory smoke head country. That's what I'll be incorporating into this cook. So I'll be going here with the mix. Please excuse the washer and dryer, folks. I'm doing my laundry for the week. So I'm just gonna give this a quick little mix. We're just gonna go in there and coat all of them. Midway into this braising, I'm gonna go ahead and move them around. I'm also actually gonna organize them in here a little bit. I know I kind of just threw them in. That way they can each get some sort of braising. All right, so now that you guys see them fully braised, mixed around, they got a beautiful mahogany color. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap with foil paper. And it's gonna go back into the Recteq at 225 degrees. Continue this cook. I'm gonna check them. I'm gonna cook them to about 190, 195. Then I'll be adding some barbecue sauce. All right, so here are our ribs. Some of them are in the 185, 195 range. I did put some a little later at the start of the cook. Like I said, I have extra guests coming over to my house today, so I'm gonna go ahead and move them over to the rack over here on top of the grill grate, and I'm gonna go ahead and baste them with barbecue sauce. So one of the key things that I'd like to add on this cook is that I've put them on this wire rack already. I'm gonna go ahead and baste them with this barbecue sauce. Put a generous amount on each. I do want to add that during this cook I did bump up the Recteq 410 to a ambient temperature of 250 just to kind of speed up this cook. I do have guests coming over in about 30 minutes or so. I'm going to go ahead and leave these on for about another 30 minutes basted and see where the temperatures are at. The temperatures that I'm looking for on this cook are in the 200 range. 207 is what is recommended by Recteq for when it comes to ribs. It doesn't specify the type of rib, but I'm going based on this since these are country style boneless I'm sorry, not short ribs. These are country style boneless ribs. I'm gonna see how these come out. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I did make these on the crock pot several times as pulled pork, but I want to see what they taste like. They look very tasty. I'm excited to see what comes out of this. So here we have it, folks. Like good old Smokey Joe says, does it look good or what?